Hello from San Antonio. This is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. His or her exact thoughts and feelings. This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. This is option 1. Option 2. Option 3, and option 4. As always, timestamps will be provided. Don't overthink it. Just think of your person of interest. Take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose the first crystal, here is your reading. Queen of Clubs, Queen of Wands. Ooh, this is active. This is crazy energy. 8 of Clubs, 8 of Wands. Six of Spades, 6 of Swords. Temperance, Star, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Hierophant, Ocho de Oros, 8 of Pentacles, 8 is Capricorn, 2 8s. Okay. So this person definitely thinks that you're hot. They find you very sexually attractive. You amuse this person. They love your personality. Are they currently in love with you? No, not according to these cards. Probably for most of you. Oh, and this card, I didn't see it. So 10 of Pentacles, you get a bonus card. Okay. I feel like most of you who chose pile 1, you and this person have just started talking. You don't really know each other that well. Maybe you met on a dating app. Maybe you met on social media. They are intrigued by your pictures, videos, whatever you're putting out there. They find you quite sexy. But they don't really know you. They don't know you well enough to be in love with you. There is potential here. You and this person could eventually get really close, super close. You could get married. 8 of Pentacles is my favorite relationship card. I talk about it all the time. I've been talking about it for years. I have a Capricorn bias because Capricorn is my 5th house. I have Mars, Jupiter, North Node, and Vertex and Capricorn in the 5th house. So I just love the Capricorn energy. 8 of Pentacles is very matter of fact. It's 2 people who are actively choosing to prioritize the connection. There's a lot of respect. It's a no-nonsense energy, which I love. And 10 of Pentacles, of course, that is a marriage card. So there's potential here. I feel like distance is probably a factor. You could be in different cities, states, countries, on different continents. So that's definitely a factor. Also, you and this person could come from radically different backgrounds. So there's that allure of the exotic, being attracted to someone who is nothing at all like you. You could be different ethnicities or just from different cultures. So this person may come from a really strict religious background, Catholicism, etc. And so you're different in that way. You are the most vibrant, interesting person they know right now. They want to know more. They want to know more about you. So there's a strong sexual attraction, but I feel like there's more going on here than that. I mean, again, to have the 8 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles, there is potential here. So I see them being starstruck by you and just wildly attracted. If you chose one, you could have Sun in Sagittarius, Aquarius rising, Moon in Cancer. Of course, that's one possibility. And this person, your person of interest, they could have Sun in Taurus, Capricorn rising, Moon in Cancer. I feel like they have more feminine energy, earth, water, and you have more masculine, fire, air. Now for the astro die. We have the planets and the nodes, house numbers, and the signs, and the basic die. Make sure that's visible. Okay. Looking at the stove clock, it's 2:33. That's 8, Capricorn. Oh, North Node in Aries in the 2nd house. Maybe a challenge to go outside your comfort zone. You may really hate getting on an airplane. You don't enjoy travel. You don't enjoy whipping out the passport, going to new countries, maybe. Or it could be the other person, because if you do have Sun in Sagittarius, you probably travel a lot. Sagittarius loves to travel. Okay. The average Sagittarius, they have a lot of stamps on their passport. Okay. 2, 3, 4. I love that number because it's a sequence. 7, 8, 9. 9 is Aries. 3, Sagittarius. 4, Aquarius. 7, Pisces. 6, Venus. Yes, you're very attractive. There's no doubt they're attracted to you. 10, 1, Leo, 1 and 3. So 4 is the dominant number, making Aquarius the dominant energy. They find you fascinating. It's not just your looks. It's just the way you communicate, the way you express yourself. Again, they find you hilarious. You make them laugh. Reggie, Reginald, Regina, Regis. Meg, Megan, Ruiz, the last name. Jen. Reagan. Greg. Okay, yeah, that's what I see for 1. I hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info is in every box. No one ever has to email me and ask me what my prices are or how to contact me. That's, I trip on that. I can't wrap my brain on that. People send me an email. How do I contact you for a reading? Yeah. So yeah, it's all in the box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. If you chose 2, here is your reading. 9 of Diamonds, 9 of Pentacles. Are you a Virgo? I'll call it a possible astro combo once all the cards are down. Seven of Spades, Seven of Swords, King of Diamonds, King of Pentacles. Page of Wands, Sun, King of Wands, two Kings. Six of Wands, the Hermit, strong Virgo vibes, and Four of Wands. Okay, the Sun in the center. This is the complicated pile. Looks like third party to me. Third party, multiple party. What's interesting here is we do not have any water whatsoever. This could be third party. This could be a situationship. It could be friends with benefits. I'm not seeing the deeper feelings. I'm seeing a battle of the wills. I'm seeing two people with strong personalities, and there's a lot of miscommunication, misunderstandings. The communication is not flowing. I feel like when you and this person do communicate, it's mostly sex. Could be a lot of sexting. Yeah, I'm not seeing a solid relationship. I was kind of leaning toward that when I saw the two Kings. I mean, the last row is really strong to have the two Kings and a marriage card, the Four of Wands. But I'm looking at all of this around this strong last row. It would take a lot, just based on these cards, usual caveat, I'm reading for a global audience, it's not a personal reading. It would take a lot for the two of you to achieve harmony and balance in something as substantial and strong as the Four of Wands. A lot of changes would have to occur. Okay, so definitely if it's third party, well, someone has to get a divorce or they have to separate for this to be achieved. But we have no water here. And we have these two very stoic, independent cards that are not about a relationship at all. Nine of Pentacles and the Hermits, that's double Virgo. If you chose to, you could have Sun and Moon in Virgo, Leo rising. Of course, that's just one possibility. I feel like the attraction is the main thing here. So, very strong sexual attraction. But I see deceit, duplicity, someone pretending, someone not being authentic. I see some game playing, manipulation, maybe some gaslighting. If, as far as you know, it's not third party, and you send this person messages saying, are you talking to someone else? You know, you express your suspicions and they say, oh, why are you so insecure? Why would you think that? Now I'm flashing back on a movie that I watched last night, a movie that came out when I was 14, and I've seen it numerous times before, but I just felt like watching it while I was waiting for uploads. Some Kind of Wonderful with Eric Stoltz. And there's that scene with Amanda Jones. She's walking down the hall in high school and she sees her boyfriend kissing another girl. And she knows what she saw, but he totally gaslights her. And so that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing some gaslighting. Or maybe you're aware that this person's with someone else or they're talking to someone else. And you're just choosing to stay in this because the attraction is so strong. But I don't see this person having romantic feelings. I don't see them being in love with you at this time. I see them being on some kind of weird ego trip. They like the sex. There's a lot of lust for pile 2. They could be thinking that you're naive, that you're easily fooled. I don't like this person's energy at all. So they could have Sun in Aries, Mercury in Taurus, Gemini rising, Moon in Sagittarius. That's just one possibility. That's a 1. Okay. Moon in Sagittarius in the 1st house. Someone who has Moon in Sagittarius in the 1st house, that's the house of Aries, so that's double fire. This is someone who is going to have a strong need for freedom. This is someone who is probably going to be very restless, very easily distracted. This is someone who's going to take years sowing their wild oats. They're not going to settle down in their early 20s or even 30s probably. They like their freedom. They like having options. Four is Aquarius, 6 is Venus, 10 is 1, Leo. Another 6, 12, 3, 3 Sagittarius. Okay, so 7 is the number making Pisces the dominant energy. You're in the fog regarding this connection, regarding this person. You're always wondering, what the fuck? What the fuck? Did that really just happen? Did he really just say that? Did they just say that? You never know where you stand with this person. It's cloudy, it's foggy, it's confusing as hell. New Zealand. Zug. There's a name you don't hear every day. Goozy or Goose. You don't hear that name every day. Losey. I'm not seeing any names. Meg. We've got Meg. And I'm seeing mugshot. Perhaps this person has done some time. They've gone to jail or prison. They like to chew cinnamon gum. Take a number. Stand in line. You're not top priority in this person's life. We don't have the B, but I'm seeing number. Take a number, get in line. Glum. This person could have a dour, melancholy disposition. They don't smile much. They're pretty serious. Mule. Stubborn as a mule. Yeah. Maybe they like to listen to REM. REM fan. Lung. They could smoke a lot, maybe. They vape, they smoke. They like to smoke bowls. They like to smoke weed. Anything else? I'll stop there. Yeah, maybe they have a gun collection. Menu, that maybe they're a chef. Yeah, okay. Maybe they have a pet emu. Yeah, I'll stop there. That's what I see for 2. Hope that helps. I do this full time. I am always available for private readings. All the info's in the box. I have a Patreon. I don't really put it in the box anymore, but you'll find it if you look for it. You'll find my Patreon. And I have a second tarot channel that's just really stalling. The numbers are terrible. 2 Cups Too Many Tarot. Maybe it's because I've changed the name so much, or I just don't update on a regular basis, but I've done 2 all signs recently. So check it out if you're so inclined. Thanks for watching. Peace out. If you chose 3, here is your reading, starting with the 9 of Clubs, the 9 of Wands. 9 is Aries. Well, that just flipped out. 7 of Spades, 7 of Swords. Ten of Hearts, 10 of Cups. Knight of Swords, 7 of Cups, 5 of Wands, El Mundo, the World, Fixed Modality, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius. El Carro, Chariot, Cancer. El Mago, the Magician, Gemini. It's very fuzzy with this person. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. It's fuzzy, it's unclear, it's cloudy, similar to what I saw in 2. So could be third party, or it could be one of those connections that's kind of just stalled out. You keep hoping this person will catch feelings. You keep hoping it will progress to something deeply felt, something romantic. But this person leaves you on red. They're not choosing you. They are not prioritizing the connection. They are not currently in love with you. All we have for water is the 10 of Cups, and it's not until the last row. I'm sorry, we do have 7 of Cups in the middle. So when I'm doing private readings for clients, I do a 6-card spread, 6 cards for 1 deck, because the purpose of a private reading is not to entertain, it's to provide my clients with clarity. I feel like the less cards, the better. And when I'm doing a 6-card spread, say the question is, how does this person feel about me? I am very strict when I'm asking about someone's feelings. I do not play with that, because I never at any point want to give my clients false hope. So when I'm asking how someone feels, I want to see a signifier and or a good cup card in the first row. I don't want to have to go to the last row to see a good cup card. That's just how I read. So the 10 of Cups would be in the first. Now, 7 of Cups, that can be the energy of infatuation, but I'm looking at the cards around it and I just see confusion and someone who could be fickle, someone whose energy is very scattered, especially 7 of Cups being under 7 of Swords. I'm seeing someone who's probably a player. They're talking to a few different people. You know, it's the energy, it's very lazy and self-indulgent. It's the energy of someone who sends you a text at 3 o'clock in the morning. Hey, you up? And if you respond, lucky you, you get a booty call, something like that. But I'm not seeing the deep feelings. So it could be that this person is in a complicated marriage. They're separated, but they're not exactly chomping at the bit to get a divorce. They're dragging their heels on getting a divorce. So separated, talking to other people, but they're not in the headspace or heart space for pursuing a serious romantic relationship because they got problems, they got stress, they got a lot of stuff going on. I don't see them prioritizing this connection. So this person is not on solid ground right now. I see their life being quite chaotic. They could be in between jobs. They could be couch surfing. They could be staying in someone's guest room. I see boxes. So they could be living out of boxes or bags, living out of plastic bags. They don't know where their clean pair of underwear is, or they don't know where anything is. I just see them being in chaos. I don't know. They can't find things. They're losing things. They're losing their mind. So how are they going to be able to really deal with you or offer you anything if their life is this chaotic, if their life is this messy? This person's not honest. I see someone who is deceptive, manipulative, duplicitous. They could be disabled by a diagnosis. And if they have a diagnosis like major depression or PTSD, anxiety, bipolar, whatever, if they have a diagnosis, I don't see them taking care of themselves. I don't see them being proactive with their own mental health. Or they could be disabled by an addiction like alcoholism. It could be anything, but I'm seeing alcohol and drugs. So they have nothing to offer you at this time. A possible astro combo for this person, I feel like they have a lot of mutable energy. They could have Sun in Sagittarius, Pisces rising, Moon in Gemini. Perhaps their astro combo is all mutable. That's a red flag. Definitely a red flag. And I speak from experience. I have a mutable grand cross in my chart. I have a lot of mutable energy. And my life has been very messy. I've been very messy in my relationships. And I'm very matter-of-fact about it because I've done the shadow work and I know who I am and I'm not ashamed of my past and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. This person is a long way from accountability and being able to be matter-of-fact and say, I messed up here and I messed up there and I'm a mess and this is why. They don't have that kind of clarity of thought. This person's not especially conscious. I would say they're in the dark. So cheerful. Yeah. Sun in Gemini in the 5th house. That is the house of Leo. They may be really good at playing the game. They're able to present their best face to people. They look like they're just having the time of their life. They look like they're just loving life, like they're happy. They're at Disneyland. They're at Disney World. You wouldn't know by casually glancing at their Instagram how much in despair they are. Oh, this person's killing it because look at all those pictures. They're on a cruise or they're at Disney. They're at Disneyland, Disney World, living their best life. Yeah, well, not exactly. They are deep in debt and they are self-loathing. Their life is a wreck. Their life is a mess. Hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm just going by what I see here, and this is not great energy. So, four is Aquarius, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 9 is Aries, 6 Venus. They're attractive. They've got that going for them. They look good at Instagram and Facebook. 11, that's 2, Cancer, so 2 and 4, 6. Yeah, they're very good looking. Maybe that's why they're so lazy when it comes to working on themselves. They've always coasted by on their good looks. Girl, rig. They could work on an oil rig. They could work in the oil industry. Grin and bear it. They're just a font of wisdom. They're able to just spew out all the cliches. Grin and bear it could be worse. If life gives you lemons, make lemonade. So not an original thinker. Probably not a writer. They can't sit still long enough to write something down. Not even a grocery list. Ringo. We don't have an O, so I can't give you Ringo. Ringo Starr, Beatles, he's a Cancer. Yeah, they could have a gun collection or a gun tattoo. Maybe they're military. Mung. Ming the Merciless. Flash Gordon. Maybe they collect comics. This person is not a nun. This person has had a lot of sex, a lot of relationships. If you're into the twin flame readings, this person could be a runner, not a chaser. They don't chase, they run away. They are terrified of emotional intimacy. I don't have an E, but I'm seeing Nil, Nelson. They could like to drink the rum. Remy, the poet. Lyle. Yeah. Nigel. I'll stop there. That's what I see for 3. Hope that helps, entertains, educates, elucidates. I do this full time. My turnaround time is insanely fast, well under 12 hours. All the info is in every box. Thanks for watching. Peace out. And if you chose 4, my personal favorite, it's like an Easter egg. Forget what this is called. Here is your reading, starting with 7 of Diamonds, 7 of Pentacles. 7 is the number of Pisces. Looking at the stove clock, it's 3 o'clock. Make a wish. 3 is the highest vibration number. Jupiter, Sagittarius. Four of Diamonds, 4 of Pentacles, 4 is Aquarius. And Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Pentacles. Sandy the squirrel, she's from Texas, like me. I like to interject some personality in my readings from time to time and not just be a bot. He loves you. He is going to contact you tomorrow. This channel is not AI. It's not generic. I'm real. I'm a real woman in San Antonio, Texas. I've given birth twice. I've been married a few times. I like my coffee black. I like to eat hard-boiled eggs. I like to make smoothies out of organic spinach and bananas and oat milk. Yeah. My favorite band currently is Geese. My favorite singer currently is Cameron Winter. He has Sun in Pisces, Moon in Scorpio. I just wrote a poem about him. Submitted it to Horror Sleaze Trash. You can Google Horror Sleaze Trash and you'll find a poem that they just published today. Leftover Cherry Pie by Misty Rainwater Lights. Horror Sleaze Trash. If you want to Google my name, you'll find all kinds of stuff. I have been loud on the internet since 2005 when I was involved in the small press. I'm not really involved in the small press anymore, but I was in Toledo, Ohio in November promoting my latest poetry collection, Super Cherry Extra. Justice, the Star, the Queen of Cups, 2 queens. Is this actually going to be positive? There's been a lot of negativity lately. This could actually be positive. Let's see. Oh, you're going to get an interesting number. I'll call it out when I see it on the stove clock. Seven of Pentacles. Can't make this up. Ace de Copas, 6 of Cups. Ocho de Copas, 8 of Cups. Okay, the song I'm hearing is Wonderwall by Oasis. Looking at the stove clock, it's 3:03. That's 6. Venus, make a wish. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. After all, you're my wonder wall. Yeah, this person loves you. They likely see you as a soulmate. And I'm also hearing How Deep Is Your Love, the Bee Gees. I see your eyes in the morning sun. I feel you touch me in the pouring rain. And the moment that you wander far from me, I want to feel you in my arms again. Yeah, I have that song on so many playlists. This person regards you as an equal. They have tremendous respect for you. I'm also hearing you're in my heart. Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart's a Capricorn. My love for you is immeasurable. My respect for you immense. You're ageless, timeless, lace and fine as your beauty and elegance. Your rhapsody, comedy, you're a symphony and a play. You're every love song ever written, but honey, what do you see in me? Yeah. If you chose for, you could have strong Google presence. People can Google your name and they'll find all kinds of stuff. You could be an influencer. You could have a strong platform. You could have a really robust TikTok. You could have a YouTube channel or channels. You get noticed. You're in the light. Okay. You could have Sun in Aquarius, Taurus rising, Moon in Scorpio, one possibility. Maybe your astral combo is all fixed. You're sure of yourself. You know who you are, you know what you want, and this person loves that you are so sure of yourself. They love that you love yourself. They love that you value yourself. I'm seeing mutuality and reciprocity. However you feel about this person, they feel the same for you. I feel like there is a lot of love here. They could currently be in love with you going by these cards. You're about the same age. This person could have Sun in Taurus, Scorpio rising, Moon in Cancer, just a possibility. I feel like you're a lot stronger and more stable than this person is, and they look up to you. You inspire this person. When they think about you, they smile. They're proud of you. You make them proud in some way. I can see them sharing pictures of you with their friends, family. I can see them bragging about you. Oh, she did this thing, and then she did this thing, and XYZ. And I just can't believe that I know someone like this. It's almost like you're a celebrity. They see you as a celebrity. They think that you're brilliant. They may regard you as a genius. You could be really creative, really productive. You seem tireless, inexhaustible. You're always producing. You're always creating. And they just want to stand close to your fire. Yeah, you inspire this person. That's pretty strong to have the star in the center, to have it over the Six of Cups. Their feelings for you are not mutable. They're not fickle. They're not changing. They always think good thoughts and feel good feelings. They're loyal. They don't want to hear anyone saying anything negative about you. They will defend you tirelessly. So I've been going down the geese rabbit hole lately. I love geese. I love Cameron Winter. I love the way he talks and interviews. He's so fucking smart. And I think it was the latest song of his that I'm just really so in love with that I went on eBay and ordered his solo album on vinyl, Heavy Metal. And someone left a comment saying, I will always glaze Cameron Winter. Something like that. I will always be, I had to look it up. Glazing, I mean, I got the gist, but yeah, glazing, praising. I will always praise Cameron Winter. So this person's always going to glaze you or praise you. Venus in Taurus in the second house. Well, that's a damn good Venus, one of the best Venuses you can have because Venus rules Taurus. And the second house is the house of Taurus. So this person finds you beautiful in a very natural, sensual way. You're beautiful, you're elegant, you have class. You're not one of those, probably. You're not one of those who goes shopping in your pajamas. You always make an effort. You always look put together. You don't really go through the drive-thru at McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or Panda Express. You like to go to real restaurants when you eat out, but you do stay at home a lot and you cook excellent meals. I don't know, that's coming through. And you could give really good massages. And you're the best kisser they've ever known. They love kissing you, touching you, caressing you, looking into your eyes. You're healthy. You take care of yourself. They appreciate the effort you make. But they find you gorgeous. If you're a woman, even when you just roll out of bed and you've not done anything to your face or hair, they find you naturally gorgeous, is what I'm getting. For 4. 2 is Cancer, 3 is Sagittarius, 5 is Mercury, Gemini, Virgo, 1 is Leo. You could have gorgeous hair. 4, Aquarius. Yeah, 6 is the number, making Venus the dominant energy. They love you. They're probably in love with you. They love your physicality. They also love your mind. Mint condition. So I like to sample songs. I like to put these songs together using FL Studio. I go to Internet Archives and I find source material. Anyway, mint condition, Pretty Brown Eyes. I was listening and I thought, is that Pretty Brown Eyes? Yeah, it was. And so I resampled a sample of Pretty Brown Eyes by Mint. It was mint condition. It was on the radio in the early 90s. Pretty brown eyes, you know that I see you. It's a disguise the way you treat me. 10. Okay. You could be an RN, could be a nurse. Take it to the limit. The Eagles. Take it To the limit one more time. Montana. Is that Minnesota? Is that Michigan? All the M states in the United States. It's really ridiculous, all the M states. Rhode Island. Lit. You could write fiction, prose, poetry. I think I'm going to stop there. I'm not having much luck with names lately. I'm just getting the words, but not really names. So, oh, New Mexico. Naomi. Melissa. I'm seeing things. They're not here, obviously. Trina. Tina. Katrina. Tennessee, Arrested Development. I have that song on numerous playlists. Take me to another place, take me to another land, make me forget all my problems, make me understand your plan. Da 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 da, ba da 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 da, da 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 da. Anita, I'll stop there. Yeah, Nina, I'll stop there. Looking at the stove clock, it's 3:13. That's 6, that's 7. Make a wish. That's what I see for 4, and that does conclude this pick a card reading. Thank you all so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, hyping. Sending you massive love and light from San Antonio.